welcome to the Global Academy of Technology GAT Quiz 2025. Today marks a very significant event. Our visionary leader and exemplary president, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam's birth anniversary. To pay a tribute to his wonderful creations and dedication to our country, I request our campus director, Dr. A. Sridhar Kumar, and Aeronautical Department Head of Department, Dr. Bino Prince Raja, followed by 4 students participants, to kindly come up on stage to pay a tribute to our President, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. Applause. I request teachers from different schools to kindly come up and pay a tribute to our President, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. It's a request. Marks a deeply significant milestone. Not only are we hosting the first ever major inter-school quiz competition at GAT campus, but we are doing so in the spirit of true national inspiration. We have dedicated this event, which we aspire to establish as a major annual fixture, to honor the birth anniversary of the visionary educator and former President of India, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam.
We host this quiz because we believe that curiosity is the foundation of intelligence. Dr. Kalam embodies this truth. His curious mind led him to become the revered scientist who drove our nation's space and missile programs. Crucially, he was also a passionate teacher whose classes were designed to ignite the same spark of inquiry in the minds of his students. This competition is GAT's way of celebrating the power of that curiosity. Our first host is a globally recognized figure whose name is synonymous with the field of quizzing. Please welcome Mr. Giri Balasubramaniam, affectionately known as Pickbrain. Mr. Giri is an eminent educator and the founder of Grey Caps, an organization that has pioneered educational initiatives reaching an estimated 16 million youngsters across Asia. His professional statistics are remarkable. He has hosted over 4,000 shows across 11 countries, and he holds the unique distinction of being the only quizmaster globally to have hosted a quiz at the historic Royal Opera House, London. Crucially, his association with this tribute is deeply personal, as he was mentored by Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam himself. We ask for a resonant ovation for the one and only Mr. Giri Pickbrain.
Joining him on the stage is an equally accomplished and inspirational figure. Please welcome Ms. Rashmi Furtado. Ms. Furtado is a distinguished professional educator and proudly holds the title of the only professional woman quiz host in Asia. Her impressive portfolio includes hosting over 1,500 quiz shows for leading corporate bodies, such as the Reserve Bank of India and Tata Crucible. A dedicated scholar, she's a proud alumni of NITK Suratkal and IIM Calcutta. She's a respected youth figure and a true testament to academic and professional excellence. Please welcome Ms. Rashmi Furtado. Together, we have a dream team today, Giri Pickbrain and Rashmi Furtado. We wish all the student participants the very best as they compete today to win the GAT Quiz 2025 trophy. Let the battle of brains begin. Now, I request Pickbrain to take over the stage for the prelims.
Every great story has a master behind it. This is the tale of a man who has turned quizzing into an art form. With over 3,500 shows hosted across 11 countries, his journey began as a quest for knowledge and excellence. His dedication and charisma took him to prestigious stages, including the Royal Opera House in London, making him the only quizmaster to achieve this feat. His professional journey took him through the corridors of Times of India and Walt Disney, where he honed his skills before founding Grey Caps, India's largest on-stage quiz company. An alumnus of Harvard Business School, he combined academic rigor with his passion for quizzing, shaping his unique approach to knowledge. Guided by the wisdom of Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam, he absorbed invaluable lessons that fueled his mission to spread knowledge. His love for quizzing is immortalized in over 100 books, a treasure trove of trivia and knowledge for enthusiasts around the world. When not quizzing, he satisfies his curiosity through travel, reading, and watching documentaries, always in pursuit of new stories and insights. During his college days, he showcased his versatility by keeping wickets for cricket legend Anil Kumble, a testament to his multifaceted talents. And in the simplest of joys, you'll find him savoring his favorite snack, popcorn, a small reminder of the pleasure found in every detail. Join us as we celebrate a true maestro. Get ready for an unforgettable quizzing experience with Pickbrain.
All right, good morning, youngsters, and a warm welcome to all of you. If we can have the lights in the auditorium now, that'll really help, because they need to see their answer sheets, irrespective of whether I'm able to see them or not. So if we can have the floor lights on, all the lights. All right, we'll just get the... Oh my God. That must be the biggest trophy a school would have won. Okay. That looks more like a weightlifting challenge. All right, warm welcome to all of you. And an even bigger occasion as Bangalore gets another very good inter-school quiz. Both Rashmi and me, we get always excited when new quizzes start because that's good for school students. The more quizzes you have, the more you enjoy, the more you learn. So it's fabulous to have GAT joining the brigade and creating a very new quiz for all you school students. It's also nice to see an engineering and a management institute nurturing talent at the school level, which is fabulous. It's also really thoughtful of them to launch this quiz on the birth anniversary of arguably one of the greatest souls to have led our country, Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam. It's truly a fabulous tribute. Y'all are so used to the words influencers and, ambassadors and so on. If India had to find an ambassador for knowledge and children, I think even today that ambassador would be Dr. Kalam. No doubt about that. He always wanted children to do well, learn well, celebrate knowledge. So I think it's only befitting that the quiz is launched on his birth anniversary. And I'm in reasonable amount of confidence to say these are the kind of quizzes that will be annual events. The good thing is when I look at trophies, I always look at it and see whether it's a championship trophy or a rolling trophy. It tells you two things. And it tells you, and when I saw it on the Insta feed where they had posted it yesterday, I didn't imagine the size to be this much. But when I saw a rolling trophy written there, I said, all right, that shows long-term commitment from the college to keep doing this quiz. Otherwise, why would you institute a rolling trophy? The second is to think long-term. I think that is also very, very important, that you start thinking long-term and pay a tribute not just once in a while, but do that consistently. Having said all of that, quick apology for being late because I was actually next door. I was addressing the 10th standard parents of the two schools that are on the other two sides of this mountain, which is the National Hillview 1 and 2. And I was addressing their parents, and there was a little bit of a delay with too many questions on their future, their careers, and so on. So we'll still make up time. We will not get late with the starting of the final. Quick word, do all of you have a printed answer sheet? Yep. All right, I can see that. If you can just give me one so I help you with what you need to write. Let's also go to the rules in the meantime. Or before we go to the rules, just hold on. For today's children, prizes matter more than rules. So let's start with the prizes first. Here we go. In the prelim, okay, but before we get there. So we're going to have 6 finalists. There'll be a winner, there'll be a runner-up, there'll be remaining 4 finalists. It's really nice to see the Institute organizing prizes for all the 12 finalists. I think that is fabulous. I think you need to give them a round of applause for that. All the 12 finalists, individuals will receive trophies. There will be a citation for the school. Obviously, you'll get the citation a little later because nobody knows who the 6 schools will be in the final today. So it's not possible to give you that, but we'll reach that across to your school. After the 4 finalists, we will have a runner-up here today. And the runner-up will receive a GAT rolling trophy, which is the smaller of those 2 tiny trophies that you see there. The GAT rolling trophy for the runner-up, a citation for the school, individual trophies, and a cash award of rupees 15,000 for the team. So that's nice. The winners here today will become, of course, the first ever GAT Quiz champions for 2025. They receive a rolling trophy, all of those, along with a cash award of 25,000 for the team. So that's what the champions will walk away with here today. Apart from that, I'm told there are certificates that will be given to all participants. Smriti, I'm correct on that? All right, and we give that at the end of the quiz today? Or we send it to the school? All right. We'll get your names in order and so on at the end of the quiz, and we'll figure out whether they're giving it to you today or they'll send it to the school. But it was easier. But please collect those and go. Quick word before I get to the quiz. Sometimes you all don't understand the value of these certificates while you're still at school. You're just in that hurry to go home. Hey, forget it, man, let's go home. But when you're in a college admission and the person interviewing you asks you, child, what else did you do in school? And then you give loud, proud answer. Oh, I went for quiz competitions. I did this, I did that. The next question is, can I see those certificates, please? And then you're like, no, I had to go eat somewhere, so I didn't take the certificate. I mean, that doesn't help. So collect your certificates or give the procedure at the end of the quiz, whatever the procedure is by the college, to give your name correctly or whatever it is, and ensure you collect these certificates. They're very, very important in the future. On that note, let's take a look at the rules, and I've seen the sheet, so no negative marking. Top 6 institutes qualify into the final. Now, what does that rule mean? Only the best team from a school will qualify, and 6 different institutes will be on stage. However, if you've got multiple NPS, we know each NPS is a different NPS. We know each Kumarans is a different Kumarans. We know the National Hillviews are different schools. Please write which branch of your school you're from. Whether it's Gopalan, Presidency, NPS, Kumarans, whatever you are, please write your branch. If your school does not have a branch, please write the geographic location of your school. There may be an unrelated school in the same city with the same name. You don't know it. Hyderabad has 3 Little Flower schools unrelated to each other. But if you just write Little Flower, we will select only the best Little Flower teams. But you may be different Little Flower schools. All right? Just help yourselves with the right information. Most important, stick to your own answer sheets. We've got volunteers who are going to be walking around. Any electronic device seen being used by you, we will take away your answer sheets. At the end of the day, it's fair play that matters. So please, don't embarrass yourself. Don't embarrass us. We do not want to do that. It takes us 5 minutes to collect whatever gadgets you have, give you a token number. We don't want to do that. As a country, we need to learn to trust each other. We trust you. We expect your trust back. All right? Last important note, which is not on that screen. All you young girls taking part, just write a MS in front of your names. There are a lot of Miss, MS, whatever you want to write. A lot of press releases go for programs like this. Oh, we've got more students coming in. All right, just get there, guys. All right, we've got a school that just walked in. Good, just in time. We don't want to get your gender wrong in the newspaper tomorrow morning. So please write a Miss. If you're a boy taking part, you don't have to say anything. So if the girls write Miss, that's good enough for us. Normally, in this modern world, the name is not easy to figure out a gender sometimes. So that's the reason. Rama and Rama have the same spelling. How do we know it's Rama or Rama? So unless you tell us whether it's a boy or a girl, we're not going to be able to figure that out. Do they have the answer sheets as well, ma'am? All right, children, just sit down quickly, get started. We'll just give them 30 seconds to settle down. GAT College volunteers, if you could just be around the aisles to just ensure no one's... It's the first time in a quiz where I know a lot of the volunteers. We did a beautiful 2-day training program with them, so Rashmi and me know a lot of these MBA students here. Wonderful talent that they have. All right. Most important statement. I will not repeat the 20 questions that I'm going to ask you all over again. I repeat that statement. I will not repeat the 20 questions all over again. Otherwise, it just gets delayed by another 20 minutes. In case you don't know the answer, just write the question number back of the answer sheet or wherever. If your teammate has, oh, we've got another school coming in. All right. And I thought I was late. Okay. Funnily enough, I entered this campus at 7:55 in the morning, or 8 o'clock. But I had to finish that talk and then come here. We'll just wait. We'll wait for them. No problem. It's just fair that they don't miss questions. We'll make up time. Don't worry. All right. Two important things. I will not repeat the 20 questions all over again. So if you miss a question, just put a X mark or something in that answer sheet. Just yesterday, Rashmi and me were looking at an answer sheet where we were trying to resolve a query that a Delhi school had. This was the TCS Inquisitive Quiz at Delhi, which Rashmi hosted. Two children went back to school and said, "Ma'am, we should have got 17. They told the cutoff was 16, but we didn't get called on stage." So the principal wrote to us and said, "My children are feeling very bad. They're saying they got 17. Can you please take a look and let me know?" They're crying. We actually went through their answer sheet. You know what they had done? Question number 16, they've written the answer in space number 17. Answer for question number 17, they've written it in 16. Both were correct answers in the wrong place. In their mind, they got 17 answers right. But for us, for that question number, that answer is a wrong answer. So you can't get the order wrong and expect us to give you the marks for it. So please be very careful. Second, please write in a manner where another human being can understand what you're trying to say. Very important. Stick to capital letters sometimes. Some of you, write like engravings on temple walls and things like that. It is humanly difficult to decipher what you're writing. So please write in a legible manner. It will help us. If you are using a rough sheet, before you fill the answers into the main answer sheet, please start that while we maybe cross 8 questions or 9 questions, because I'll give you only 1 minute time at the end of 20 questions. All right? So, can we start at the door? Volunteers, if you can just tell me if I can start. Yeah? We can start? All right, we just hope and pray. Schools are not... There are schools coming from really far away today, so I respect that. Some of them are traveling really, really far and coming in. And sometimes, some of these days can be tricky in Bangalore. All set? Can we get started? If I'm too fast, you can ask me to slow down, but I'd like to set a good pace because it just gives us more time to correct. We've got 192 registered teams, so that's a lot of answer sheets to correct. So just give us the time to be more flexible with the corrections. But if I'm fast, you've got every right to tell me, "Hey, Pickbrain, can you slow down, please?" All right. Question number 1. As Bangalore witnesses the launch of yet another big quiz with tiny trophies. Yeah, I'm still getting over that. All right. 20 questions, no negative marking. Try and answer all the 20 questions. I assume you've written your names, your school name, whatever identity is required, etc. Question number 1. All questions will appear on your screen, starting with this one. Here we go. Ignited Minds is a book authored by whom? If you get this wrong today, you're an unused human brain. You must be extraordinarily talented to get this wrong today. So that's like giving away the answer. Question number 1. Identify the author of this fabulous book called Ignited Minds. Unleashing the power within you. So, nobody, in my view, today will get 0 in this quiz. So 19 questions. That's the key to play. Question number 2. Let's get moving. Connect the following people. Why are they in the news currently? Connect the following faces to one common thing that they are in the news for: current affairs. Why are all these people in the news? Students, if you're with your classmates, please cover your answer sheets. Any two answer sheets with similar answers, you're forcing me to disqualify you. Please. Question number 3. Question 3, here we go. The world lost this person. Identify the person from this identity. You want a clue? How many say no clue? All right, I'm impressed. I am impressed. No clue. All right. That's cool. All right, no clue. Identify the person. Question numbers are on the screen. We've in fact moved it to the top because it's visible then to everybody. So please ensure, just take 1 second, ensure you're writing in the right place. Question number 4. Who in this world produces the mercurial line of football boots? Extremely premium, expensive, supremely well crafted. I'm going to keep quiet after that. Someone world famous uses it. Somebody world famous uses this. And therefore, it's probably even more famous. All you got to tell me is the name of the shoe company. Your options are, yeah, you want? How many want options? All right. Okay, your options are Adidas, Nike, Puma. Thank you for getting confused. All right. I'm sure all those 3 names crossed your mind. Sometimes in life, no options is less confusing. You know, don't get intelligent and write none of these, okay? Yeah. Oh, wait. Some of you guys get extra smart. Question is 4. Yeah. You want to move in front if you're not able to see? Okay. 5. Question 5. Connect the following to an airline in India. India today has a new practice where they are naming aircrafts. Which company has named its aircrafts chili, cumin, cinnamon, coriander, oregano? Name of the airline. I heard that. Airline. So, Airbus would be aircraft. They're not an airline, right? I mean, different airlines, all of them could be using Airbus. So, think carefully. I'm just helping you, since I heard it. Yeah, India, very much India. Question number 5. Very good logical question. You need not have flying experience to answer this question. Just think logically and crack the question. Simple as that. Application is what matters. Number 6. Question number 6. I am an iconic sandstone monument. My name is derived from the feminine form of the name Peter. Peter is a very common name in this world. I am feminine for Peter. I am a monument. The word means stone rock in Greek. All you got to tell me is this world famous monument. World famous. Tough one. It's a tough one. Think and answer. Question number 6. Derived from the female form of Peter. No, that's a giveaway. World monuments, let's assume the answer was Taj Mahal if I say Agra, No. The location does not get its name from female for Peter. Honestly, if you know the location, you know the answer, young man. So don't complicate your life. It's not like a place where you got a line of monuments or something. Yeah. 7, can I move on? Question number 7. Identify the person. Identify the person. I'm showing you a mug. People love collecting merchandise of this person. Who is the person? Seven. Question number 7. Identify the person. Can I move on? Question. Okay, good doubt. Any of the names, I'll give you the marks. Clever. Any of the names, I'll give you the marks. It's like Giri and Pickbrain. So, yeah, so I think it's a good doubt. I don't want to elaborate on the doubt because I know why the doubt came. The person has a personality name and a person's name. Anything is fine. The personality name is easier, like Pickbrain is easier than Nagarajan Giri Bala Subramanyam Iyer. You don't want to remember that, right? Yeah. So, number 8. Number 8. On your screen, here we go. Parley gave all of you children the Parley G biscuit. What does G stand for in Parley G? From 1980. Before 1980, it stood for something. After 1980, it stands for something. What? All of us love Parley G. Especially if you've already started forming the habit of dipping it inside tea and having it. Suddenly the taste of that biscuit changes. Yeah, I love tea by dipping the biscuit in that. What does G stand for? One word answer, correct? One word answer. 9. Question number 9. This is called the rad watch. This essentially is a watch that can track radiation and provide real-time data on how radiation is impacting astronauts. Which unlikely entity manufactures these watches? It's not a routine watchmaking company, but they specialize in these watches which tracks radiation levels of astronauts. Because if someone's higher on rating, they need to get the person back. So think very logical. And because they're such sophisticated watches, today these watches are in huge demand, even with people like you and me who will probably never go into outer space. No options. Treat it like a science question. That's a good way of asking it. Treat it like a science question. Question number 10. Here we go. Very rarely in the world of sport do people like referees and umpires get a statue in their honor. This is a legendary cricket umpire who has a statue. All you got to tell me is which great umpire is this who died not so long ago. It's a fabulous tribute. Yeah, give whatever answer you can. I'll take a look. Which country? He was from England. He's a British umpire, but very famous even in India. Died not so long ago. Ten. All right. 11, can I move on? Question number 11. Identify the person from this clue. The Tortured Poets Department. I'll make it easier for you. Identify her. Identify her. World famous. I mean, she is huge currently. If you're a fan, this is a stupid question. I mean, if you're not, then it's a tough one. The Tortured Poets Department. Question number 11. 12. Question 12. This lady was to become the Prime Minister of Japan today. But I don't think that's happening today. There's some, well, all countries have their own opposition and the problems. Question is simple. What's her name? You're taking a chance, but yeah, fair enough. See, surnames are tricky. I mean, what if the surname is just Mr. Khan? I mean, there'll be 1 million Khans. Mr. Lee. Fair enough, right? What you know, we'll take a call when we are correcting it. Spelling is okay, but I mean, since it's Japanese, we'll be lenient. We just need to understand. No. Because what you're asking me is what she's referred to as. Different countries have their own versions of that. If you're referring to Iron Lady, that's not an acceptable answer, if I'm reading your mind. Yep. Every country will have an Iron Lady of their own. So that's not her name. All right, here's the next one. Current affairs. You know it. Question number 13. Who is this absolute super achiever in the modern world of sport? Super achiever. I mean, surname is good enough, but yeah. Only clue I can give you, she's from Spain. I mean, in her domain, hats off. Superb achiever. In a way, current affairs, yes. I mean, her achievements are longer than the current affairs, but definitely a current achiever. 14. Question number 14. Identify the film. This gentleman received a Best Actor Award for the 2025 Emmy Awards. It's a very, very popular film. Something to do with children of your age. Film series, film. Write what you know is your answer. 15. Question number 15. Here we go. Very regularly, the world gets to read what is called the red list. What does this red list list? It's a list of something from this world. What is the red list? It's a list that's released by the IUCN. If I tell you what is IUCN, it becomes very easy. The people nodding their head saying, don't do it, okay? It's a very important list. It classifies something in this world. So what does the red list tell you? (16) 1-6. This was a proud moment for India. All you got to tell me is the name of the river. It was an engineering marvel. All I want is the name of the river on which this fabulous bridge has been built. Inaugurated by no less than the Prime Minister of our country. So, very important. Not so long ago, fairly current. I think it's the world's highest railway arch bridge. So, I'm making it easy for you. I'm not asking you a civil engineering question. All I'm asking you is which river? Which river? Your answer is the name of a river. That's all. Very workable. We've really made it very student friendly. 17. Sticking to the world of bridges. What is the name of this bridge? There's an old bridge, there's a new bridge now. The new bridge was again inaugurated by the Prime Minister. 2 corners of India, 2 fabulous bridges. The previous one was right up in the north, the next one right down in the south. This is a fabulous bridge. There's a lot of history associated to this bridge. Even mythological history. You can see the bridges actually. Very good photograph. An old bridge, a new bridge. All you got to tell me is the name of the bridge. 18. 3 questions to go. Question 18. Here we go. Very, very rarely in this world will you find statues dedicated to outlaws, people who don't follow the law. This is one such outlaw whose name is immortal in folklore. All of us have read stories about this outlaw. Who is this statue dedicated to? It's an outlaw. It's an outlaw. No, nothing to do with India. but very popular in India also. He's not unknown in India. 1919. We'll go down to our state of Karnataka. Who is this achiever? Current affairs, world of literature, who is this achiever? Current affairs, yes. Finally, question number 20. What in your city is this? It's a thinking question. What in our city, let's be clear, what in our city is this that's shown on your screen? You got to be careful when you answer it, but it's a very simple question. If you get it wrong, you'll get irritated. All right. From here, you got 1 minute of time because we've got about 45 minutes to evaluate your answer sheets. We are on time. That's 11:30, okay. He's got a plain watch. I didn't understand what it is. 11:30, which is bang on time for me to finish the prelim. 12:10, we should be on and ready with the final. Please hand over your answer sheets only to the volunteers from GAT. The students are there with their lovely blazers. Please hand over the answer sheets to them.
To take over the further events and the final events as well. Thank you.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Okay, higher energy guys, come on. Good afternoon. All right, that is good to hear. How many of you first time at a quiz? First time at a quiz? Okay, good, good. I see at least about 40 to 45% of the hands going up. Put your hands down. Wonderful to have you all here, and I hope your experience so far has been great. How was the prelim? Easy, difficult? Moderate, okay. I'm getting all three answers. Easy, difficult, and moderate. All right, wonderful. Well, our reaction is quite different from the answer sheets that we got. We did have, quite a bit of you at a very higher score here today. But of course, we have our means and methods to ensure that we get the top 6 institutions on stage. But before that, let me quickly tell you the answers, right? I'm pretty sure you all know the answers already, but let me still give you the answers on what we were expecting out of you, okay? The first one, ignited minds. Absolutely. Pickbrain gave you a huge clue saying, today, if you do not know this answer, it would be an apology. So I think that itself gave away the answer. But I'm glad all of you got that right, okay? Dr. A.P.J. Abdul Kalam is the answer. The next one, we showed you a bunch of images. Absolutely. Nobel laureates of 2025, okay? Recently announced. The next one, we showed you a logo and there was G and A on the screen. Giorgio Armani or Armani, both have fetched you points here today, okay? If some of you have not written Giorgio and only written Armani, that's okay, you've been given the points. The next one, Mercurial. Nike, absolutely right. What about chili, cumin, cinnamon, coriander, oregano? Spice jet. Spice jet. So on the spice jet aircrafts, on the nose of the aircraft, you will see the name of these spices written, okay? So next time you're at the airport and you're either boarding a spice jet aircraft or you're just walking around and there is one parked right there, just look at the nose of the aircraft. The name of the spice will be written on a spice jet aircraft. The next one, that would be question 6. The feminine form of the name Peter. Petra. Petra at Jordan. Okay? There may be. Okay. What you need to understand is there may be other forms of feminine name for Peter, but we very clearly told you a monument. Okay? So that was the connection you had to make. We got all sorts of answers from Patricia to Petrakia, all sorts of answers, which I was very confused with because how did you connect a monument to these names? Petra from Jordan is what I was looking for. Question 7, we showed you a mug. PewDiePie. PewDiePie is absolutely right. Question 8, Parle G. G mane genius. That was the line that they had. Until 1958, it was glucose. Then it changed to G mane genius, okay? That is why we gave you the year particularly so you don't get confused, but some of you still wrote glucose there. Genius is what we were looking for. Next one, we showed you the rad watch. Who created it? NASA, absolutely right. Question 10. All right. Kids, calm down, please. Settle down. Question 10. The umpire that has a statue of his own? Dickie Bird. Harold Dickie Bird. Good. Full name. You'll get the points. Absolutely right. Next one. The Tortured Poet Society. Taylor Swift. How many Swifties here? How many Swifties do we have here today in the auditorium? That's all? Really? Okay, all right, put your hands down. No wonder it became a difficult one for you. Taylor Swift, the answer that we were looking for. All right, let's move to the next one. We showed you the image of the lady who may or may not become the PM of Japan. Sane Taikichi, that is the name I was looking for. Do not worry about your spellings. As long as phonetically it was correct, we have given you the points, okay? The super achiever from Spain. Atiana Bonmati. I think she's got about 3 Ballon d'Ors or something. 3 or 4, I'm not really sure. So, football, okay? Football, keep that in mind. Ballon d'Or would be football. The next one, Stephen Graham, the person that we showed. Adolescence. Adolescence is what we were looking for. I showed you, or rather Pickbrain showed you a list. A red colored, and we said list, what was it? Threatened or endangered species list. If you have written endangered animals, endangered birds, plants, you have got your points, okay? All right, kids, you need to calm down. I understand you're getting excited with the answers, but you need to calm down. All right, the bridge that we showed you. No, the first one. Chenab River. The next one was Pamban, okay? Rameshwaram Bridge does not give you the points. We very clearly told name of the bridge, which is Pamban Bridge and not Rameshwaram Bridge, okay? So you got to be careful with that. Question 18, the outlaw. Robin Hood, absolutely right. Robin Hood was the outlaw and he lived in the Sherwood Forest. Question 19, the famous lady from our state, from Hassan actually. Banu Mushtaq, okay, from Hassan. And the last one, 3 lines. Namma Metro. Metro lines, Bangalore Metro, everything has fetched you the points here today, all right? Okay. Yeah? Aikichi, you have given only the surname. So we have given you the points, okay, with that, because the name is quite difficult, which is why we have given you the points. All right, for now, let me move into getting our finalists on stage. But before that, did you all check out the chess tournament that's happening? There is a QR code. You can register yourself. I know it says 15th October is the last date, which is today, but they are extending it because they're getting quite a few entries. So you have time until tomorrow or day after to scan that QR code and register yourself, okay? And if your friends are into chess, please tell them as well. Usually, quizzing, chess, all of that goes along the same lines. That's the reason we thought we should inform all of you. And there are cash prizes for those under all of those categories as well, okay? I think there is U12, U14, and U16, if I'm not wrong. And there are cash prizes for all of them. So keep that in mind. While you go out, I think you'll find the standee somewhere. Take a picture of the QR code, and then you can leave. One of you had a doubt.
So, for the monument,
Right? Right?
the hint which was given is the Greek word for rock or stone.
Right?
But the word Petra is commonly associated with the word Pietra.
Right. But with the clue that we gave you, what feminine form of Peter, which also gets you to Petra. Okay, so that is the reason, and that also the reason why we said monument in particular, so you do not get astray and go in a whole different direction. All right? Okay, so let's get started with the final. Rest of the routes later. We already have our guests, our chief guests here today. Let me tell you that because they have made time and been here to watch the entire quiz. Okay, so let me quickly introduce them. I'll, of course, invite them later on, but let me quickly introduce them. We have our former director of CBSE. He may have signed your parents' 10th standard or 12th standard, your certificates. His name is Dr. G. Balasubramanian. He's here with us, sir. If you could, please. And we also have our chief guest here today, a leader, a visionary. I will tell you more about her later. But Aishwarya DK's Hegde, who's also joined us. Please welcome her. Thank you to both of you for making time and joining us at the beginning of the quiz, okay? What you must understand is how important this event is for this institution if they have made time to be here from the beginning of the quiz, okay? So let's pay complete attention to the quiz that's happening here today. For those of you who do not qualify, I would urge you to stay back because the quiz will not take more than 40 to 45 minutes, and we have a very quick and snappy prize distribution. None of us believe in extremely lengthy speeches, okay? You get to learn a lot, you get to observe a lot of decision-making strategies that happen on stage here today. Probably a good induction for you for a chess tournament as well, because a lot of strategies that you'll see in place and a lot of knowledge as well. And of course, we have audience prizes, okay? So with all of that, let me quickly invite our finalists on stage. Remember, kids, when you come up on stage, keep your bags behind. You don't need anything. There is paper, pen, and water that is kept for you. You keep your phones, your smartwatches, anything else. Please leave it behind and come on stage. Team number 1 would be here. Team number 6 would be there. Please come in the order and occupy the tables in the same order without changing the orders, okay? Because your names have been given or keyed into our system already. So, with a huge round of applause, let's invite our finalists on stage here today, representing the Mitra Academy as our first finalists, Pranav and Sai. Wonderful. Following them as our second finalist team here today, representing Vidyaniketan Public School, Ullal, is Mohit and Shashwat. Up next, our third finalist team here, joining here on stage is the team from National Hillview Public School, Unit 1, Sharda Bharadwaj and Arnav. Did I get your name right? Is it Sharda Bharadwaj? All right. Sharda Prasad. Yes, okay, I'll stick to that. It's important to get names right today. That's very, very important. And of course, we have a live that is going on. So all of this will be put up on YouTube, currently live on YouTube as well. Let's move into our fourth finalist team here today. Walking up on stage is the team from Christ Academy, ICSE, Hazel and Pratik. Following them as the fifth finalist team here today, representing the St. Paul's English School, JP Nagar, are Aditya and Kaladhar. The last team, that is team number 6, that will be joining us on stage here today, is the team from Swargarani School and PU College, Nigam and G. Lakshan. All right, as we get your buzzer switched on, I would like to recognize the team that lost with just one single little point. And I want to recognize them because next time they know that they lost by just a sliver of a point and they can do better the next time. And we have special prizes for you, okay? So wherever you are, please come forward and we will give you your prizes. The team from Bansanga RNS Vidyaniketan, CBSE, Vedant and Himanshu. Where are you? Okay, they're right here. Give them a round of applause. I request our guests to please give away the prizes to both of them. Wonderful. All right. That's a good social media post there for all of you. Okay, I think we have all our buzzers on. Finalists on stage, I need you to keep your buzzers on the books that have been given to you, right on stage. Please do not put it down. And be careful with the buzzers. Do not hold it underneath because there are buttons underneath. If you press it in a way that where the buttons underneath are being pressed, then your buzzers will get switched off, okay? So please be careful. We will test your buzzers, don't worry. I think we can start by testing their buzzers on table number 1. Can we have Mitra Academy? Wonderful, it's working. Moving on, table number 2, Vidyaniketan. Wonderful. NHVPS Unit 1. Great. Christ Academy on table 4. All right, St. Paul's. Okay, and Swargarani School. Do not refresh. The rest of you can try pressing right now. It will not work. Okay? All right, I hope that's clear. Refresh the buzzers, please. Please understand, only when the lights turn orange is when you can press the buzzer. When it is red, that means the buzzers are currently neutralized. They do not work for the rest of you because someone has already pressed the buzzer. All right? Okay. For those of you who have forgotten, let me refresh your memory. That, of course, kept there. I don't know why it's kept in the corner there, probably because it will cover up our finalists. The gigantic trophies that we have, the rolling trophies for our schools who will win this quiz here today and who will also come as a runner-up. We have huge rolling trophies, but along with that, we have individual trophies for all our winners and our finalists, citations for the school, which of course will be sent later, probably hand-delivered, I'm not really sure of that, but GAT, of course, is an institution who believes in Atiti Devo Bhava, you know. They like to treat everyone that way, so they'll probably come to your school and hand-deliver that for you. And along with that, the winning team gets a cash prize of rupees 15,000, and the runner-up team will get a cash prize of rupees 15,000, and the winning team will get a cash prize of rupees 25,000. Okay? Not too many institutions that hold quizzes like this have such prizes. Let me tell you that, because we have been hosting a lot of quizzes. We know corporate houses that do that, but educational institutions don't really do this all the time. So before we begin, let us please give a huge round of applause to all our finalist teams that are on stage. I think they did wonderfully well here today in the prelim to be in the final. Like I told you, all of you have done extremely well here today. And with the answers I gave you, you could tell what kind of score all of you have got. So you can imagine what kind of scores they have got to be on stage, all right? Like I said, I have audience prizes for you. So if any question comes to you in the audience, or I have specific questions for you as well, you will raise your hand. I will point out to you when you give me the answer. If it is right, we will come to you and give the prizes, okay? If you scream the answers, I will take the prizes away. I don't have to catch a flight. I have no excess baggage to worry about, so I will take it back to our office in Bangalore, so I don't have to worry about that either. So please ensure that you wait for me to point out to you and then give the answer, okay? All right. For now, let's get started with the finale of the GAT Quiz, the very first edition of the GAT Quiz, starting on our stage here today with the first round, Curiosity Investigate. Here we go. All right, rules of the game. All questions are on the buzzer, okay? People ask us, why do we keep all questions on the buzzer? That is because every single team has a fair chance on every question that has been asked. If it is a passing round, sometimes she got a difficult question, I got an easy question, and all of that happens, which is why all the questions are available for all of them to try, okay? But the second rule that you need to keep in mind is that we have 2 attempts. What does that mean? If someone presses the buzzer for the first time in the first attempt and gets it wrong, they will of course get a negative, and then it opens up for a second attempt. The remaining 5 teams can try again, okay? 2 attempts per question. The scoring pattern for both the attempts remain the same. Plus 25, minus 25 for 25 years anniversary of GAT. Okay, so keep that in mind, plus 25 and minus 25, that is absolutely important for you here today. You know the places that are available. Also, teams, the moment you press the buzzer, you have to give me the answer. You can't press the buzzer, then take your own time to think about the answer and give me, because you'll be blocking the question for the rest of them on the stage. That is something we do not allow at all. Okay, so you will have to immediately give me the answer. Keep that in mind. All of you in the audience, you're already being wonderful audience here today. But like I said, if any question comes on screen which is exciting and you know the answer, please do not discuss out loud. Okay, you may think you are very soft, but we can actually hear what you speak here on stage. So please keep your volumes to a minimum. Let's get started. In the first round, I have 10 questions for you, all of them appearing on the screen. Okay? I would have extra clues to give you, apart from what's coming up on your screen. The moment you press the buzzer, you're indicating to me that you know the answer, so I stop reading out the question. However, on the second attempt, if nobody presses the buzzer, I will continue if I have more clues to give you. So you have to choose your moment on when you want to press that buzzer, okay? Good luck to all of you. Let's get started with the first question of this quiz coming up on your screen. Here we go. What is happening here? All right, on table number 5, we have St. Paul's on the buzzer. Go ahead.
So we had a vice president election recently. So this is basically how they tally it, and this is the total. This was against his competitor. So this is how they represented C.P. Radhakrishnan winning the election. So this is basically the chart that
The
shows the vote.
statistics of the entire election that happened for the vice president of our country. First, plus 25 off this quiz going to St. Paul's. I think many of us adults here can put our hands up honestly and say we did not know this. All right? We can say that, but they're absolutely right. They get their 25 points on this one. All right. Oh, what is happening here? That's all. What is happening here? They had to explain what the statistic is all about. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Coming up, question number 2, buzzers are neutralized. Here we go. These are called box walls. Box walls. What are they used for? Box walls. I was wondering and hoping that I will have a few questions that will, stump them. Box walls, and what are they used for? Audience, quiet. I will come to you. Don't worry. Let's give them a little bit of time and opportunity to think about the answer. No one going on the buzzer. Nobody even wants to accumulate a negative score. Sometimes a good strategy, at least in the beginning. But at a later point in time, they will have to open up. No one going on the buzzer. The first audience questions. All right, lots of hands. One way at the back. Yeah, any one of you. If you're a student only, not an adult, a teacher or a parent. Sorry, louder please. Stopping the flood. Is that what you said? What did he say? Stopping the flood. Which school are you from?
New Baldwin.
New Baldwin. He's absolutely right. Please give him his audience prize. Give him his audience prize. These are used in certain countries to stop the floods. Okay? So if you look at them carefully, the synthetic rubber stickers that are there at the bottom ensure that they do not move for the force of the water, and the image there, which is the typical L shape that is there, stops all the flood water from coming in, and this is what is used to stop the floods in different countries. Absolutely right. Moving on to the third one. Let us take a look at the third question. Here we go. What did this man inspire in the world of movies? All right, go ahead on team number 4.
The Terminal, starring Tom Hanks.
Terminal, starring Tom. Can you tell me a little bit more about it?
Yeah, so basically, it was a person who traveled to the USA, and once he reached there, he realized there was a lot of civil strife going on in his country, and he couldn't go back either. So, and he wasn't allowed to leave the airport as well, so he had to stay there.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched the movie Terminal, that was an actual person who went through that experience. He also finally, I think, passed away and never got to go back to his country. She's absolutely right. Last 25. Christ Academy getting that right. Last 25 on that. I'm not really sure about this, but I think over a period of time, they found a way for him to go out of the terminal and live like all of us, a normal civilization. But he lived in the terminal for so long that he wanted to go back and live there. He could not get acclimatized to the normal way of life. Do check the story. I'm not very sure. I have a vague memory that I've read this somewhere, but this is what I had found. Absolutely right. Terminal giving her plus 25. Moving on to the next one. Question number 4. Identify this writer from a state. Oh, very quick on the buzzer. St. Paul's.
Is this Bhairappa?
Bhairappa is absolutely right. A treasure from our own state. Plus 25. A treasure from our own state, Karnataka. Bhairappa is what I was looking for. That is the autobiography right there. And St. Paul's getting 25 points from that. Let's move on. This quiz seems to be moving along very quickly. Question number 4 coming up. Here we go. Question. This was first revealed in CES 2020. And this was called the flying taxi. All I need to know is Hyundai, which is right there on the screen, partnered with someone to try and get this out in the market. On table number 2, I have Vidyaniketan on the buzzer. Go ahead.
The answer is Uber.
Answer is?
Uber.
Uber is absolutely right. Plus 25. Uber is actually getting into flying taxis as a partnership or collaboration with Hyundai. A beautiful collaboration. Actually, this world is full of wonderful collaborations. Is why we are moving forward with different innovations as well. Vidyaniketan doing well there and getting their 25 points. Okay? Moving on to the next one. Question number 6. Coming up on your screen. Wait for my question. Here we go. We all know who they are, or I hope we all know who they are. All I need you to tell me which place in Bangalore was this. Specific place in Bangalore. On table number 1, Mitra, go ahead.
Corner House Ice Cream Center.
And they come there very often? I'm just kidding. I just thought as kids you must be visiting Corner House very often. Plus 25. Absolutely right. The people you're seeing on your screen is none other than Narayan Murthy and his daughter Akshata, who are right there. This was actually a social media post, okay? And they were talking about how they actually indulge, many of them, it's not only them, many famous people indulge in the different delicacies that Bangalore has to offer, Corner House being one of them, okay? If you're a Bangalorean or if you moved to Bangalore recently, first thing people will tell you is please try Corner House ice cream. It used to be Death by Chocolate that was a signature ice cream for a long time, but they do have a lot of other ice creams that are wonderful. Not a Corner House ad. So let's move on to the next one here today. That's question number 7. Coming up on your screen is the question. Here we go. It's handmade, expensive, and comes in a solid form. It takes at least 4 years of production before it can be sold, and even longer for the most expensive ones. It is also referred to as sumi. What is this? Quiet, quiet. Audience, please be quiet. What is this? Tricky ones here today. Mitra is trying. Go ahead.
Is it ink, which is made in Japan, I think?
Ink made in Japan. What makes you say so?
I think I watched a YouTube video about it. I'm not sure.
YouTube educates a lot today for all of us. I mean, we need to be fair, not only the children here today. You are absolutely right. Plus 25. Absolutely right. This is the very specific calligraphy ink that is used in Japan. It comes in a solid form that you see there. They use liquids and water, and they use it along with the stone to get the ink out, and then they do calligraphy with that. To arrive at that solid form, they have to go through the process. This side that you're seeing that is kneading to a certain extent. Solid form of calligraphy ink, a part of culture in Japan, giving them plus 25. Moving on. Actually, none of the questions went to a second attempt, did they? All right. Good point to note right here. Looks like our teams are very well prepared. Question number 8 coming up. Wait for my question. Here we go.
Okay.
All right. I said wait for my question. They did not. Go ahead.
So the basic connect is F1. Cadillac and Audi are the new teams that will be introduced in the 26th grid. And Honda is one of the engine suppliers.
What was the audio?
Sorry?
What was the audio?
Don't know.
Don't know.
Didn't
Your
hear.
answer is F1.
Yeah.
And all the teams coming back to F1. Plus 25. Absolutely right. The one in the audio was Ford. It was an audio of a Ford advertisement. Had you waited for the entire audio, towards the end it says Ford. Okay? All of them are teams that are making a comeback into Formula One. So the overall connect is Formula One. Absolutely right. St. Paul's getting it right and getting their plus 25. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 9. Again, a connect question. Okay? You basically have to give me the overall answer. Connect question coming up on your screen. Here we go. On table number 2, we have Vidyaniketan on the buzzer. Let's see what they have to say.
It's Perplexity giving free Pro subscriptions to all the Airtel subscribers.
What's your overall answer?
It's Perplexity Pro.
Perplexity as the answer. Plus 25. Absolutely right. Perplexity, the answer. The co-founder and the CEO right there on the screen, Arvind Srinivas, that should have been the biggest clue right there. And of course, all of them who are now a part of the collaboration with Perplexity. Airtel, I think, gives about a year's free subscription of Perplexity AI along with their connection. Getting that right is Vidyaniketan and getting the 25 points. Ladies and gentlemen, while I'll give you the scores, you can actually see the scores on the side as well. Live scores are there too. I will give you the scores after every round in any case. But for now, looks like the contest is extremely close. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 10 coming up. What is the significance of this cow painted as a zebra? Hold on, hold on. On the buzzer is team number 6. Go ahead.
It's to stop from insect bites, like from flies and other flying insects that stop it from biting the cows.
So if the cows are painted like a zebra, the insect bites reduce.
Yes.
They are absolutely right. 25 points to Swarkarani. Do not ask me how it works, okay? I have not gone into the science of it, but they have received, this particular idea has received the Ig Nobel Awards. If you haven't taken a look at the Ig Nobel Awards, go back and take a look, because you'll find a lot of interesting inventions and innovations that have been given the Ig Nobel Awards, this being one of them, because they say when you stripe a cow like a zebra, the insect bites reduce, okay? Maybe they play on the mindset of the insects. I have no clue, but somehow it works. And it gives them the 25 points. All right. I think we can take a quick look at the score before we move on to the next round of this quiz. Oh, okay. Nobody on a negative. I have Christ Academy and Swargarani on 25 points each. Mitra Academy and Vidyaniketan on 50 points each. St. Paul's on 75. NHVPS yet to score. Very good score for the first round of this quiz. I will not comment on the scores right now beyond this point because we have many more questions. I have 30 questions in total and have only completed 10 questions. So I have many more questions to go. So let's move on to the next round of our quiz here today. Moving on to quickly mitigate. Here we go. Nothing coming up on your screen, so you have to listen to what I have to say carefully, okay? I have 5 questions in this round. All the clues will be coming from me. So whenever you press the buzzer, you need to understand that you're stopping me from giving you any further clues. And you have nothing else on screen as well. Rest of the rules are all the same. Okay, no change in the rules as well. Okay, buzzers are refreshed. Let's get started with the first one. That is question number 11. Here we go. This was founded in Paris in 1924. Its motto is Gens Una Sumus, which is Latin for we are one family. It governs a sport that India is very good at. What am I talking about? If all of you agree, I will give you a clue. Yes. Do you all agree? Yes? I said if all of you agree, I will give you a clue. Yeah? Being present here today, you should know the answer. Quiet in the audience. Oh, St. Paul's, go ahead.
Is it chess?
It is it, chess. It is the federation that governs the sport, chess. Absolutely right. 25 points on that. FIDE, if I'm not wrong, the federation that governs, the governing body of chess. St. Paul's getting those 25 points at that. Let's move on to the next one. Audience, silence, please. Kids, please calm down, okay? I will come to you after this round for the audience questions, but for now, please be quiet. Let's move on to the next one. Question 12. Here we go. Created by James, Sirius, Remus, and Peter.
Marauders map.
The Marauders map is absolutely right. Plus 25 on team number 3. Let me tell you what this is about for maybe the adults who don't know. All right? These 4 are the ones who created this. And it could be activated by telling, I solemnly swear that I am up to no good. What I'm talking about is the Marauders map from the Harry Potter series. Okay? So the map basically shows where everyone is within Hogwarts. It is visible only to the people who give those words as the command. And only then you can activate it. Plus 25 to you. Absolutely right. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 13. Any doubts?
No.
Okay. Question 13. Here we go. Queen Elizabeth II often moved her handbag from one hand to the other.
The reason why she did that is to give some clues to her bodyguard staff about if she wants to leave a place or if she wants to do something without actually telling them. So she gave them clues by moving her handbag around, something related to that.
So when she's probably too tired with certain situation and she wants to move away, she just moves one hand back to the other. A very good strategy and trick, don't you think? Plus 25. Absolutely right. You can go back and watch the videos where she actually does that. We often wonder, what do such queens carry in their handbags when they have so many people to carry everything that they want? They do it because they have to give such signals, okay? So plus 25 to you, absolutely right. Let's move on to the next one. Last 2 questions of this round, okay? Question number 14, here we go. In the Avengers Endgame, all right, hold on. In the Avengers Endgame, there was a scene that was codenamed The Wedding. Which scene am I talking about?
You're talking about the Tony's funeral.
Tony Stark's funeral, plus 25 to Vidyaniketan. Absolutely right. The scores are changing. What we need to make as an observation here today is that it's not about only them knowing the answers. Most of them here would know the answers. They're taking the risk of pressing the buzzer even before I complete the question. You need to understand that the speed at which you press that buzzer and your risk appetite is very important even at a quiz. Getting that right is Vidyaniketan. And moving on to the final question of this round. Here we go. The art form helps creating intricate designs and patterns on the surface. And it is art that can be consumed. Some of the most common art designs include heart, tulip, rosetta, and swan. What am I talking about? Quiet. Your discussions to be at a minimum, please. I said heart, a tulip, a rosetta, or a swan.
You want the name of the procedure or just what is it?
No, you just either tell me what is the art about, not the name of the procedure, or you can tell me what consumable am I talking about. They are going on the buzzer. St. Paul's, go ahead.
So I think it's the design that people make on coffees, where they have that machine where they can draw whatever they want on coffees to create designs, and that is edible.
With the foam on top and they plus 25. Absolutely right. Absolutely right. This is actually an art form where they have to keep practicing and they do it differently. There are different types of this art form as well. You have machines through which you can make it, or you take a toothpick and then you make the art forms, okay? So next time you are at a coffee shop, if you're allowed to have coffee, that is, I don't know how many of you are allowed to have coffee, but if you're allowed to have coffee, take a look at the art form that is on the coffee cup that is there. Let's take a quick look at the score before we move on. Oh, questions. Okay, here we go. Most of them will be slightly fun ones, okay? But you know the rules, you got to raise your hands. You guys on stage, you can't answer, okay? I'm just telling you that right now. The first one. When literally translated, this pair of brothers, their names mean hard to conquer and hard to rule. All right, nobody yet? The first brother's body is said, you want to try? Go ahead. No. The first brother's body is said to be made out of thunder and he's extremely powerful. Now I have most of you putting the hands up. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Because I said Thunder, Thor and Loki, no. Oh, and because I asked the Marvel question, that's why you linked to Thor, no? Go ahead, way at the back. Go ahead. What did you say? Zeus and?
Poseidon.
Zeus and Poseidon, no. Go ahead. No? Same answer. I'll come to you. Go ahead. Not Warner Brothers. Go ahead. Louder. Duryodhana and Dushasana is absolutely right. Absolutely right. Which school? PSVB school. They're getting that right. Sit down. He gets his Ash Audience Prize as well. Hard to conquer and hard to rule would be the literal translation of their names. Okay, let's move on to the next one, okay? No Googling on this one because you can easily Google this one. So no Googling on this one. Question for you. All of us know about the black boxes on the aircrafts, right? Hold on, guys. Hold on. You don't know what my question is. What is the actual color of the black box? Wow. The amount of hands that I have for this. You have got an audience prize. You put your hand down. Okay, any one of you. Any one of you. You decide. Orange is absolutely right. Which school? Which school? Swargarani School. The actual color of the black box in an aircraft is orange, okay? Don't ask me why they're still called black boxes. I have no idea. I will research that for you. But as of now, orange is all I was looking for. The next one. One more and then we move back into the quiz. Here we go. All of us are used to using the computer mouse, right? All I need from you is the unit of movement of the computer mouse. What is it called? Wait, yeah, go right there, the back in the corner. Any one of you. Louder. Pixel, no. Go ahead, any one of you. No. Okay, let me give you a clue, okay? It's a very cute answer. And I will not use the word cute on stage frivolously like that. Go ahead. Mickey. I will still give it to you. Mickey is the answer I was looking for. Which school? Presidency RT Nagar. The unit of movement of the computer mouse that we use is Mickey. Okay? That's why I said a cute answer. I would not simply say cute if it was not something like a Mickey. All right. Let's move back into the quiz. I'm sure our finalists are waiting to get back. Moving into the next round of our quiz here today, let's learn to aggregate. Here we go. Okay.
Ma'am,
10.
this went off by mistake.
I'll do that. Let's refresh the buzzer. Okay. From question number 16 to question number 25 would be in this round. You will have images coming up on your screen and the questions will follow from me. Okay? Keep that in mind. Rest of the rules are all the same. It does not change at all. So let's move into question number 16. Here we go. Question coming up on your screen. Why was this Qatari plane specifically in the news? Qatari meaning the country Qatar, okay? Go ahead.
This plane was gifted to President Donald Trump by Qatar.
And I'll give it to you, but what is it to become now?
The Air Force One.
Absolutely right. This aircraft, plus 25 to you at NHVPS Unit 1, this aircraft was gifted to Donald Trump by Qatar, and it is to become Air Force One, okay? Plus 25 to you, well answered. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 17. Here we go. This, what I'm showing you on screen, is called the emergency circus. What is the emergency circus? Emergency circus. What is the emergency circus? We know circus, we know emergency services, but what is the emergency service? Do not, please do not link the two that I've told you here. Be careful. I'm just making a comment. What is an emergency circus? No one. All right. We still have many more audience prizes, yes? Okay, all right. Moving into other, go ahead. A slightly better answer. You're on the right track, but who specifically? Slightly better. There's a very specific term that I'm looking for. Absolutely right. Refugees, okay? Since 2012, this particular circus is delivering smiles at refugee camps to ensure that everyone who are in the refugee camps are happy, at least momentarily, and that is why they call themselves the emergency circus. All right, tough one here today for our finalists. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 18. Time to drop a bomb. Here we go. What are these bombs? Quiet. Hold on. What are these bombs? What do they do? That's also good enough. Quiet, guys. Audience, please be quiet. You're not helping the finalists at all. Please be quiet. What are these bombs, or what do they do? They are on the buzzer. Swargarani, go ahead.
Is it to increase the plant biodiversity in regions of drought?
Okay, and can you tell me about how much? Give me a rough number.
50%?
No, not percent. I said rough number of how many, whatever, seeds or whatever that they may have in that.
A lakh of kgs or something?
Okay. I will still give it to you because your logic is absolutely right. This green bomb is said to be dropped in areas where there is absolutely no vegetation, with about more than 1 crore of seeds that are there inside this green bomb, okay? And this helps to increase vegetation and increase forest life in all of these regions that are actually drought-ridden and many other disaster-struck regions. Absolutely right. Swargarani School, getting that right. The one you're seeing on your screen, his name is Shyam Chaurasia. He's the one who created this innovation. One might think a bomb always is associated with destruction. It's a beautiful collaboration of a bomb being now associated with vegetation and reforming our planet Earth and our forests. Plus 25 on that to Swargarani. Absolutely right. Okay, let's move on to question number 19. Coming up on your screen. Here we go. These are now commonly,
to stop the homeless people from sleeping in public places.
Do you know what they're called?
Hostile architecture.
Louder into your mic, please.
Hostile architecture.
This is called the hostile architecture. Give them a round of applause. Beautiful answer. This is called the hostile architecture to ensure that nobody consumes these places or spaces that are there below the flyovers, below the bridges, wherever. You want it to be clean and neat, and you do not want, I do not want to use that word, but you do not want people simply coming and occupying those places, which is why such hostile architecture is used. Plus 25 to you, absolutely right. Not an easy question there. Moving on to the next one. Question number 20. Here we go.
Even you don't worry, don't worry.
Architecture, Christopher Wren designed this church in London. It is believed that this particular church has inspired a certain tradition or a certain design for a tradition. What am I talking about? Swargarani, go.
Christmas tree.
Oh, Christmas tree because of very close, but a minus 25 on that. I feel bad. So far, nobody got minus 25, but they get a minus 25 for this on a second attempt. Hold on, I need to give them a second attempt. On a second attempt. A very good attempt, though. I will give you that. On a second attempt. No one trying on this. I don't have more clues. I said design of a certain tradition, or it started like a tradition maybe, but today it is not just a tradition anymore. Okay, anybody other than these? Go ahead. If that was the answer, I would have still given them for Christmas tree. Go ahead. Wedding cakes are absolutely correct. Absolutely right. Which school are you from? Swargarani. Swargarani, the audience is getting the answers right. This particular church is said to be the inspiration for the layered or multi-tier cakes that you find at weddings, okay? It started as a tradition for weddings, which is why I said a tradition. Later on, today especially, different occasions have multi-layered cakes. You don't necessarily need to have a wedding for that, but this is where it all started. Look at how something so very different from food can actually provide inspiration for different designs. Getting that right in the audience with cakes. Let's move on to the next one. Question number 21, coming up on your screen. Here we go. In the University of Berkeley, like many other universities, have parking slots that are given. You can see way on top there is a differently abled parking slot. There are parking slots that have been given for NL reserved. What is NL? On the buzzer is Christ. Go ahead.
Nobel laureates.
Nobel laureate reserved is absolutely right. Plus 25. Imagine parking getting so difficult that you have to have a Nobel to get a reserved parking slot for yourself. But this is what happens in the University of Berkeley. And while one of the posts somewhere, I saw a comment saying there are a few who actually come in their bicycle, Nobel laureates, and park their bicycles in these spots as well, okay? So imagine how the others might feel looking at that, but that also happens. Nobel laureates is absolutely right. Christ getting their 25 points. Let's refresh that buzzer and move into the next one. Wait for my question. Question number 22. Here we go. Bonvita, they do not want the question is Vidyaniketan. Go ahead.
I think this campaign was to tell parents that children are of, like, they have their different characteristics, so that's why, like, it's some kind of campaign which was like, children does not, I'm not knowing to what to.
No, just explain to me. Continue. Explain.
So it was done in USA. So to tell.
It was done in India also, but continue. Doesn't matter.
Like educate parents on making children to choose their own ways. Something like that.
Own ways in what?
Like every student is not there for studying or something. They are in sports, some other things.
Okay.
Like that only Borvita also kind of took that as a.
He's explained it in his own words, but he's absolutely right. 25 points to Vidyaniketan. What you're seeing on your screen is the first packs campaign of Bonvita. These packs were kept in supermarkets, and when parents came in with their children or not, secondary, They were completely surprised. Imagine you see Bonvita in a bottle usually, but suddenly you see Bonvita packaged like this, in a tissue box, a bottle where the ketchup is usually given, and different egg cartons and things like that. What they were trying to tell them is, at the back of the packaging, they had actually written this message where they said, when you find it weird that Bonvita is forced into different sorts of packaging where it's actually not meant to be, imagine how your children feel when you are forcing them down a lane of a career path or education where they do not want to go. Okay? So Forced Packs was the name of the campaign, and this is something I thought all of you here today, especially you students, would enjoy. I'm not feeding you with any information to speak to your parents, but I just thought it's a very good form of ad campaign to show here to all of you present here today that there are many corporates that are doing such beautiful campaigns for your benefit as well. Getting that right, and a very good answer there by Vidyanikethan. I'm happy that you press the buzzer. It does not matter if you don't know the corporate explanation, but in your own words, you got that right. That is also extremely important. You need confidence to do that. Absolutely right. Plus 25. Let's move on. A connect question here. Name of a person for an answer. Connect question, okay? Overall answer and name of a person. Multiple clues coming up on your screen. Here we go.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It's 5 years.
On table 6, Vargarani, go ahead.
Is it Bill Gates?
Minus 25 on that. On a second attempt, buzzers to be refreshed. Buzzers refreshing. Can we refresh the buzzers, please? Yes, they are. And NHV.
Is it William Shatner?
William Shatner.
Yes.
Minus 25 on that as well. Any one of you, rest of you wanted to try? Only you wanted, I'll come to you if nobody answers, okay? Okay, lots of hands in the audience. Oh, not too many hands. No, he's got a prize already. At the back. One of you. Yeah, go ahead. Not Stephen Hawking. Quickly. Sorry? No? No? No, I will give you the answer. You want to try? No points. Go ahead.
George D. Lucas.
I'm glad you didn't press that buzzer. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is what I was looking for. Blue Origin, right there on the screen. The feather that you're seeing is Blue Origin. Washington Post is now owned by Jeff Bezos. Princeton University is where he passed out of, and what you saw there was Star Trek, and he was actually featured in one of the, one of the episodes of Star Trek. I'm not really sure which one, but he was there in Star Trek as well, which is why Jeff Bezos is what I was looking for. Two teams taking a chance, but getting a negative on that one. And we move along to the next question. Question number 24. Connect question again. Again, name of a person for an answer. Here we go. Quiet. Go ahead, St. Paul.
Is it Hans Zimmer?
Give me why.
He has made the soundtrack for the F1 movie Gladiator as well as Dune.
And the one in the background?
Lion King, even that was
Absolutely right. Hans Zimmer giving them 25 points. Quick there on the buzzer. Hans Zimmer giving them the 25 points. I thought the Lion King soundtrack was a beautiful one right there. Okay, moving on. I somehow have many people as answers here today. The next one, question 25, is also name of a person for an answer. Multiple clues coming up on your screen. Here we go.
Barbie, let's go party.
St. Paul's, go ahead.
So Jane Goodall is the answer. So Lego made a figure for her, for Jane Goodall, a whole set for Jane Goodall. Roots and Shoots is her foundation which she has made, and she's basically famous for having worked with chimpanzees and all that, and she died recently.
Why?
Barbie also made a figurine for Jane Goodall.
Barbie actually made a figurine for Jane Goodall. Plus 25 on table number 5 to St. Paul's. Absolutely right. Jane Goodall is what I was looking for. She passed away recently, and I thought it's only fair that we pay a tribute to her as well. Jane Goodall, a wonderful person, and a lot of work that she has put in as far as conservation and understanding the chimpanzees is concerned. Let's take a quick look at the score before we move on to the last 5 questions. Oh, okay. Looks like St. Paul's is technically not out of the woods. It depends on the number of questions that Vidyaniketan gets right. 2 prizes here today, winners and runner-up. Keep that in mind. Okay. You know, even at this point, it is possible for any other schools to try and challenge St. Paul's as well, because I have 5 more questions remaining. We only completed question 25, and I said I have 30 in total. Vidyaniketan on 100, St. Paul's on 175, Christ, NHVPS and Mitra on 50, Swargarani on 25. They got a negative early on, so they are on 25. All right. They will now keep a track on score just to ensure they know what strategy to play. Let's move on to the last round of this finale here today. Coming up, it is the time to knock your gates. Here we go. All right, the moment I came on stage, I hope you've understood. Nothing on screen. All your questions are from me, okay? Rest of the rules are all the same. I hope you remember your scores. Scores are also available there at any point. If you want me to tell your score again, please ask me. I will tell you the scores, okay? Good luck to all of you. Do well. 5 questions, 2 attempts, 25 points. The scoring pattern, which does not change. 2 prizes as well. Let's get started with question number 26. Here we go. Through the Eyes of a Painter is a short film that was...
It is Sue from So.
Minus 25. Minus 25. All right. Continuing the question. Through the Eyes of a Painter is a short film written...
Van Gogh? Is it for Van Gogh?
Minus 25. I'm completing the question. Okay? Completing the question. The rest of you can try. Both the teams are going to feel bad after I complete the question, believe me. No. 2 attempts are over. You cannot try. Let me continue. This was a short film written and directed by this person and produced by the Films Division of the Government of India. Chess Players, Toy Series, Gram Yatra, World Religions are some of his lesser known paintings. So he was a film director, and or rather he wrote screenplays, and he was a painter as well. Who is this famous painter that I'm talking about from our country? No, nothing yet on stage among the finalists. You guys tried already, right? Wait, hold on. Yeah, someone who's not tried. No, he's tried. I remember the faces.
Makwin Fida Hussain.
Better known as? Give me the short form of the name.
M.F. Hussain.
M.F. Hussain. He gave the full name. Not many know the full name. Which school? Sorry? All right, New Baldwin getting that right. M.F. Hussain is what I was looking for. His full name is Muqbil Fida Hussain, M.F. Hussain, okay? And I gave you the names of the lesser known paintings of M.F. Hussain. I mean, if I had said Gajagamini and all that, I'm pretty sure you all would have pressed the buzzer right there. Last 4 questions. Be careful. Question number 27. Here we go. Maple, Zayu, and Clutch. Go ahead, St. Paul's.
Mascots of FIFA World Cup 2026.
25 points to St. Paul's. They only needed the keywords, that is Maple, Zayu, and Clutch. Absolutely right. The mascot for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Question 28. After this, I will tell you all the scores, okay? I know it's not visible to all of you, but let me complete this question. Okay. While no day passes in Bengaluru without an update on metro, which city in India was the first to have a metro in 1984?
Kolkata.
Swargarani says Kolkata, and they're absolutely right. 25 points. Beautifully answered. It may not seem so, but the first metro in our country was indeed in 1984, and it was in Kolkata. 25 points to Swargarani. Absolutely right. I told you I will tell you the score before we move to the next two questions. Those are the last two questions of our finale. Scores, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Vidyaniketan took a negative, which is why they are back on 75 points. But St. Paul's, what they did was they took a positive score, and which is why they are now on 200 points, leading this quiz. Absolutely doing well here today. I, of course, have other teams on 50 and 25 points. But at this point, looks like it is going to be a contest for the runners-up position. I have two more questions left, which means even Swargarani with 25 points can challenge Vidyaniketan if they get both the questions right. Okay? So let's see what happens. The penultimate question of this quiz here today. But before I get there, what I would like to say here is a huge thank you to all our teachers, parents from all the other schools who have come in, bringing your students here today. They say, I mean, the quiz is in Bangalore. We are a school in Bangalore, but we understand how difficult it is for you to travel all the way. Traveling in Bangalore is not easy, but you have taken the time out to be present with us here today to make the first edition of the GAT Quiz a huge success. A huge thank you to all our parents and teachers who are here. It is the holiday season with Dashera and Diwali. I know you haven't got too many classes already, but thank you for doing that. A huge thank you to all our volunteers, which are the students of GAT MBA, and our compeers who are from the GAT engineering side. Both of them have done well today. Sai and Rachna both have done well here today. Huge thank you to them as well. All of them at the console helping me out here to ensure that the quiz goes on well. All of you look at me, but there is a lot of work that goes on there to ensure I do a good job here. So thank you to all of them there. And lastly, to the entire organizing committee at GAT, the teachers and everyone who have been involved, the management and the leaders who have taken the decision to host this quiz for all of your school students. They could have easily done a quiz for college students. They are a college, but they ensured that something like this, an event which is rooted in knowledge, should be done from a younger age, which is why they've done it for all of your students. And it's a rolling trophy, so it is something that may happen every year from now on, so something for all of you to watch out for. Let's give a round of applause to the entire team and the management and teachers from GAT. Now, let's move back into the quiz. The penultimate question of the quiz. Question number 29. I would urge you all to listen to me, but it's still your choice on when you want to press that buzzer, okay? Here we go. This word comes from a Latin word that means a place where three roads meet, which was considered a great place for the public. And this was basically places where people would meet, hang out, chat, and sometimes even trade goods. Which English word, in a way, that is connected to quiz, am I talking about? They are on the buzzer. It's Mitra Academy. Go ahead.
Is it trivia?
Trivia is absolutely right. 25 points. I predicted that the runners-up place will now be a problem for Vidyaniketan, because with those 25 points, Mitra Academy has moved into 75 points. Mitra on 75, Vidyaniketan on table 2 on 75 points. St. Paul seems to be away from the buzzers and already smiling. They do not want to bother at all. Double century, why would they want to take a, negative there? Absolutely right, they get that right with trivia. The final question of this quiz. Here we go. Audience silence, please. The final question. This Padma Vibhushan recipient is a Fulbright scholar and an alumnus of the George Washington Law School, USA.
Is it S.M. Krishna?
Let me complete the question. You'll never allow me to complete the question. He was a former Chief Minister of our state, who was also the External Affairs Minister of India. S.M. Krishna, giving St. Paul's the 25 points here today. Absolutely right. The first 25 points was won by St. Paul's. The last 25 points was also won by St. Paul's. Performing extremely well here today. Let's take a final look at the score. I think I have a tiebreaker. All right. Winning this quiz here today with 225 points is St. Paul's English School, JP Nagar. On a tie for the runner-up position is the school from Mitra Academy and Vidyaniketan Public School, both on 75 points, which means I need my tiebreaker cards just to ensure I have questions ready for them. Okay, these questions are only for Mitra and for Vidyaniketan. The rest of you cannot attempt, okay? Sudden death situation, you have quiz before, you know how it works. I give you the questions, press the buzzer, give me the answer. You're the runner-up, you give me the wrong answer, you applaud for the other team who will then be the runner-up, okay? Good luck to both of you. The first question, here we go. Quiet please, audience. The question. Which instrument's name is a combination of two Sanskrit words meaning clay body? Tough one, wouldn't be that easy. Think India, okay? Yeah, Mitra, go ahead.
Ghatam.
Ghatam, clay body, that is why Ghatam, -1 on that. -1 on that. Do you know? You want to try? You won't get a negative.
You don't know.
You don't know. Just give a guess. Guess. Mitra, what would be your second guess? No second guess. They just went for it on a hunch. Anybody here who would like to try? No? I said an musical instrument that gets its name from two Sanskrit words, which is clay body, which means clay body. Because ghatams are basically made out of clay. The logic was right, but the answer was not. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, the sound of this music is something that I enjoy and love a lot as well. No, I will conclude with this. The answer is the mridangam. Mridangam, the answer that I was looking for. While I completely understand and appreciate the logic with which you went towards ghatam, but the answer is mridangam. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them all a huge round of applause. I think they've played wonderfully well here today. Splendid performance. Splendid performance here today by all of our finalists team. And now it's time for our prize distribution. Trust me, we will not take more than 5 to 7 minutes. I urge you all to stay back. We have certificates for you. We have packed lunch for you as well, okay? So you can collect them and then leave from this auditorium. Let's quickly invite our guests on stage. I introduced them briefly a while ago. Let me first invite the former Director Academics of CBSE. I introduced him as Bala Subramanian sir, but we know him better as Bala sir. That is how you would hear all of us referring to him. He's a teacher, he's a storyteller, he's an author. He's done a lot of things in his career, which probably is way more than all of your ages as well. So let us invite him on stage. Bala sir, please request you to join. All right. We also have our chief guest, who was the one who initially came up with the idea of hosting such knowledge events for all you students here in the college. She's a visionary, she's a trailblazer, she's an educator, but at the end of the day, all she wants to do is create a positive impact in the field of education in our country and in the world. Let us invite Ms. Aishwarya D.K.S. Hegde on stage. Huge round of applause, please. both of you have witnessed the entire quiz here today. Aishwarya, what are your quick thoughts on the first edition and the way it went on here today?
A very good afternoon to all of you. Before I talk about the quiz, I think as a management, it's my duty to thank each one of you for making this quiz happen. Without participation, we can't have an event happen, so thank you. Thank you to your schools, thank you to your teachers, thank you to your parents, and thank you to you students who've made this happen for us. I'm sure it's an experience to walk into an engineering college being a school student. Did you all enjoy it? Whether it was walking through the campus, sitting in an auditorium like this, I don't know how many of you would probably want to become an engineer tomorrow, and you would saw so many boards on what different type of engineering it is. So thank you for making this happen. To all the participants, congratulations. I think making it to the finals is a big part. I have seen a lot of you on stage. I think Hazel has been a finalists in Amber Valley for a long time. I've seen Aditya as a finalist in Amber Valley. I've seen few faces. I know Sharda Prasad and the teammate in NHPPS. So I've seen consistency in how people come up on stage. I don't know if I have to make this statement, but I'm daring to make this statement today, you know. You saw the winners, right? Yes? You saw how good they were? Do they deserve to win? Can I have a louder yes? Yes? I want to say this because you didn't have Pickbrain actually hosting this. It's for a reason. It's because Aditya is his son and he doesn't be a part of a competition which is there. I, being an organizer, told him it doesn't matter. Why am I saying this today? At least to an audience like you, I was Aishwarya, the daughter of D.K. Shivkumar, who's probably the chairman of Global Academy of Technology for a long time. 4 years I've been in this college. Every time I got good marks, people told me, oh, you're the chairman's daughter. Every time I got bad marks, people told me, oh, the chairman's daughter did this. It's hard to be in a shadow, right? Tomorrow, if your father is something, if your mother is something, people always judge you through that. I don't think we should be doing this as a generation who is sitting down here. Each one is here to craft your own journey. I took it up as a challenge and I stand in front of you because I told myself that one day people should call D.K. Shivkumar as Aishwarya's daughter. I don't know if I've achieved that. And I hope and tell you, Aditya, on this stage and to your teammate, I want you to get to a stage where Pickbrain is called Aditya's father. And that's what you stand. And I think that's what you made happen today. So congratulations to them. And I want the quiz community to take this from me today and remember that we are here to craft our own journey and we don't have to be in the shadow of someone else's journey. With that, I think quizzing is about asking right questions and answering them for the right way. Cheers to all of you. Come back again. The whole point that we've put a GAT rolling trophy is that we want participation and again. And this is going to be a campus for quizzing for all of you. Thank you for being a part of us. And cheers to each one of you. And a special thanks to your schools for trusting our organization and making this happen. A big thanks to Grey Caps team for the wonderful quizzing and the questions that they do. Watching their program is a treat for all of us. And wishing each other, finalists and the runners, a congratulations to every other participant and all the best. I think you're a part of a big community here. Thank you and have a great day.
Thank you, Rashmi. I must say that I've grown nearly 50 years younger today, right? Because my memory goes back to 1972 when I was standing like you on a quiz stage and asking questions, right? As a teacher, I had to lead my team. Those days, we didn't have these kind of videos and all that. We had the greatest BBC quiz on the radios in 1972. So I go back and now I see how these brilliant children, how they have been answering. Well, I must say that last 45 minutes has been a great learning experience, right? And that's exactly the way the schools are changing will be only to have more quizzes in the class and more classes in the quiz, right? I congratulate everybody. Every one of you have done an excellent job. And I think it's just like, winning the, like a marathon race. You have done. Congratulations. And I'm sure all my students who are in the quiz have been on the top of the world somewhere or not. And I wish all of you to be on the top of the world one day or the other. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Let's quickly start with a prize distribution, starting with the finalists first. Let's start with the Mitra Academy. The finalist trophies is what we are going to give first. Pranav and Sai, if you could join us on stage. The finalist trophies. Wonderful. Moving on to our next finalist team here today. Nothing to do with their scores. The next finalist team is this team from National Hillview Public School, Unit 1, Sharda and Arnav. Walking up on stage, our third finalist team is the team from Christ Academy ICSE, Hazel and Prateek. All right. Our last finalist team here today is Swargarani School and PU College, Nigam and Lakshan coming up on stage. Moving to our runners-up team here today, the team from Vidyaniketan Public School, Ullal, Mohit and Shashwat. If your teacher is around or parent is around, I request you to join us on stage, please. All right, the teacher is joining us on stage as well. Please, ma'am. Huge trophy. I think you'll need help. Okay. And finally, the winning team of the first edition of the GAT Quiz here today is the team from St. Paul's English School, JB Nagar, Aditya and Kaladhar. If a teacher or parent has come here, please join us on stage. I think they deserve a better round of applause, guys. Come on. So please join us. Please join us. Please, please. The students don't reach where they reach if the teachers are not around. Please join us. All right, please be very careful with the trophies, guys, especially our runner-up and winning team. All right, yes, I think you can help them with that. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear students, thank you so much for joining us here today. We do have a quick and snappy vote of thanks by our compeers. Where are they? Okay, they're right here. Sai and Rachna, who are here today for our quick vote of thanks. Believe me, 2 minutes. I promise you that. Over to Sai and Rachna. Thank you to our guests for joining us and giving away the prizes. Over to both of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we bring the inaugural GAT Quiz 2025 to a close, it is our privilege to propose a heartfelt vote of thanks. Our deepest gratitude goes to our chief guest and the guiding force behind the National Education Foundation, Ms. Aishwarya DKS Hegde. Trustee Secretary NEF, ma'am, your presence and commitment to academic excellence not only elevate the ceremony, but provide a profound source of inspiration for all our students. Thank you for your generous support of education and quizzing. We also recognize the unwavering guidance and support from your leadership. We extend our sincere thanks in absentia to Chief of Strategy and Systems, NEF, Dr. Nagamani Nagaraja, whose visionary initiative made the first ever GAT quiz a reality. To our campus director, Dr. A. Sridhar Kumar, we are deeply grateful for your comprehensive leadership, and we specifically thank you for guiding this landmark quiz end to end and ensuring every detail contributed to its huge success. Also to mention our beloved and respected principal, Dr. H.B. Balakrishna, Global Academy of Technology. A special mention and immense thanks goes to our knowledge partners, Grey Caps. Your expertise ensured the seamless planning and execution of this complex inter-school quiz.
To the dynamic duo who skillfully directed this competition, our extraordinary quiz hosts, Mr. Giri Pickbrain and Ms. Rashmi Furtado. Thank you for transforming this contest into a truly fantastic and unforgettable journey of knowledge. Your engaging style is unparalleled, and we are grateful for the caliber you brought to the first ever GAT quiz. We owe a huge debt of gratitude to the heart of this event, to the principals, faculty coordinators, and most importantly, the students of all the participating schools across Bengaluru. Thank you for accepting our invitation, sharing your enthusiasm, and elevating this competition with your talent. A special thank you goes to our dedicated media team members whose efforts ensured that the spirit and success of the GAT Quiz 2025 are captured and shared widely. Finally, to the entire GAT faculty and staff, and particularly the enthusiastic team of MBA student volunteers. Your tireless efforts behind the scenes, from registrations to logistics and hospitality, were absolutely crucial. Thank you for your dedication. We look forward to welcoming you all back next year for an even bigger and better GAT quiz. Thank you once again.